Hello, here's a brief setup guide for those of you wanting to get your brand new MOZA mBooster pedal setup in any simulator. Let's go. Firstly, you want to plug your mBooster and CRP2 pedals into either your MOZA wheelbase through the included RJ12 cable or into your PC through USB. If you've plugged it into your MOZA wheelbase, just power it on through the power button on the back of the wheelbase, and once it's done, head on over to the Moza Pit House software. On your first time setting up the mBooster pedals, you'll get a confirmation prompt asking you to set up and verify the pedals. Click yes, then head on over to the left-hand side of the screen and click on the pedals icon and you'll get to this page. Now, once you're here, this might look a little intimidating, but don't worry. There are 3 pages to the mBooster. The first page determines how the pedal feels throughout its travel, the second page determines how hard the pedal can be pressed, and the third page is the coolest addition of them all, the ability to add real-time effects to the pedal like traction control and ABS. But let's go in order. Firstly, the pedal feel page. The curve you see here is what you feel through the pedal. As you might imagine, the more you push the pedal, the further across the curve you'll feel. Just below that is the pedal travel, aka how far you can push. The pedal travel can also be moved backwards or forwards depending on how far you like your brake away from you. Natural damping just adds a hydraulic effect on top of the pedal, either when you're pushing the pedal or releasing it. Natural friction adds a mechanical feeling on top of the pedal, but it isn't really noticeable on higher pedal pressures. And end stop feeling simply defines how hard the ends of the pedal's travels are. Want a concrete stop to know you've hit 100%? Well, here you can do that. On to the next page, we have the simulator input mapping, where you can set the amount of pressure recognized by the pedal feel and the game. This curve simply defines the start and end dead zones, and unless you have a specific use case, I'd recommend keeping this curve completely linear. Just below it, you're able to reverse the pedal for select legacy simulators, and the slider immediately below is the most important. This is how much pressure is necessary to hit 100%. Quite self-explanatory. The harder you want the pedal to be, the higher you set this. And finally, the sensor output ratio. And once again, unless you have a specific use case, you'll want this to be set to around 80% load cell, as I have here, just for accuracy's sake. And finally, the effects tab. Everything in here is quite self-explanatory yet again, with each effect having their own parameters. Engine vibration just puts an honestly pretty strong vibration on the pedals. Intensity is how hard the vibrations are, and the vibration balance, as you might imagine, is how much you can feel either the low or high RPMs. And most of the parameters are the exact same for each effect, with ABS, traction control, brake threshold, and wheel lockups all having variants of the same settings: strength, frequency, and occasionally smoothness. This smoothness setting just smoothing the vibrations and movements you feel throughout the pedal. Now, you should just be able to hop into any title, and if you go through the calibration process, these pedals should work as intended. Thank you very much for watching, and if you need help getting your other MOZA peripherals set up, there's plenty more here on this channel to help you, like this video on the CRP2 pedals. Bye bye!